This spider can remove your limbs.
Why? God, we need to have a talk. Why did you put all the crazy shit in one area? Like, what the f? Yo, what's up, honkers? I'm back. I'm no longer sick, and as promised, we're gonna be reacting to some more Parz shorts. If you didn't know I was sick, do you not read my YouTube posts because you're not subbed? Are you not in the Discord? Anyway, this video's secret word is Australia. Comment the secret word down below, and I will give it a heart. All right, let's find out about some cursed animals.
Australia has a lot of spiders.
It sure
recently,
does.
We found a new one, because of course we fucking did.
Why?
And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen.
Listen, stop looking for new spiders. Australia has too many spiders. Stop looking for them.
For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel
10,000.
web.
Oh my God, I hate
spider
that.
on the planet. Because of course it's down here.
Just so y'all know, I have really bad arachnophobia. Like I hate it. Whenever there's a spider in my room, I've had a tarantula because I live in Texas. Fuck you, 37. Listen, if there's a spider the size of your hand crawling up your leg, you would scream like a bitch too. I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to fucking hear it, alright?
Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes.
Why?
And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather.
Oh my
why do I bring
God!
these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's
Wait,
right.
what?
Australian scientists
Wait,
have
they
found a
found
brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me,
What?
2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches
Yeah,
is
that's
actually fucking huge.
Fucking massive, dude.
This is the new one. It's twice the fucking size,
Why?
cunt. 4 inches of
Why?
8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing?
Really?
Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet?
I'm gonna guess the big fucking scary 8-legged mother. That's what I'm gonna guess. Cause this thing looks terrifying.
The Newcastle Big Boy. Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe.
Newcastle Big Boy. Big Boy.
Only in Australia. Australia has a lot of spiders. Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret.
What? Oh yeah,
What is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native to...
Yeah, fuck this thing, by the way. I don't... listen, if any of my viewers are here from Australia, which I know that there are a few, how do you deal with this? Genuinely. What do you do whenever it's in your home? Do you just let it be? Like, do you just leave it alone? Like, what do you do?
the land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Ah!
And look, in defense
Why did
of
that
said
get me?
tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair
God.
make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now,
I
as if
hate
having a
this.
negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 fucking centimeters in size, making
Why? Dude, that thing can eat a fucking cat. What?
the largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build.
No, dude, I think that thing's fast as
Unfortunately,
fuck.
the huntsman is fucking turbocharged.
Yeah.
Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia.
Why is it highly venomous?
However, that's his big secret.
Oh, really?
The huntsman is a big sweet.
Oh.
You see, despite looking like an SCP, huntsmen are
that
incredibly
thing,
timid, and
I
on the
hate
rare
it, though.
occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing
bet it would
one of
still
these bad
hurt.
boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes.
Oh!
Because he's eaten them. You see, he
Okay.
understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
Right.
I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Except
Fuck
for the
that!
part where they cause car crashes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and
Yeah.
they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap.
Right.
Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but
Right. Or
when
like
you're
behind a
flying
fridge.
down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is
Oh my god. The worst nightmare. Holy shit.
flashbang you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they like to sleep in there, and you've just got one into your lap.
Ah.
Now, whatever you do, don't panic, or you're gonna crash the.
Oh my god. That's awful.
This bird has to rearrange its organs and skeleton.
Oh
just to
yeah, the
lay an
kiwi
egg.
bird. Yeah, they
This
like
cute little.
look. Apparently, this thing like lays an egg like 40% or some shit the size of it. Like, why? Why did evolution fuck this thing over? Like,
Guys, the kiwi
hell?
bird, a species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution.
Yeah.
See, this walking featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary. Being a member
Yeah,
of the
and
same
then
family
those
of
things
flightless
are all
birds.
terrifying,
However,
and
there
then
is a
like
problem.
the
You
kiwi's
see,
just
the
like
rest of the kiwi's bloodline actually
tiny little
looked up
birdie.
a build guide before picking their stat spread, and as such
Hmm.
made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful.
With all of his cousins specking into speed, size,
London
and some
midnight.
kind of offensive capability.
So that leaves the question: what did the kiwi pick to make up for not
fucking
flying?
nothing. I'd imagine.
Absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight and 50 centimeters tall.
Oh,
This
they're
is
pretty
because
big,
kiwis
actually,
evolved
like about
largely
the
on
same
an
size of
island
a
with
cat.
no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet and
Was that
bloodlust for
EDP?
just being a little guy with a good attitude, which honestly worked pretty well for them until the British did British things, and now
You didn't have to do the British like that, dude. You didn't have to do them like that.
now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And considering this build was
Oh,
not designed
God.
for PvP, they have been clapped so hard by invasive species that they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But getting shafted by the British is just the beginning
Right.
of the generational violation of the kiwi, because these poor feathered fruits can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over. You
That's
see,
right,
the
yep.
kiwi bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs.
Massive.
I'm talking hit your protein macros
Fucking
in one meal-sized
insane
eggs.
big,
And you would
insanely
think
big.
that is because they are large.
No.
And you would be wrong. Because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same size.
A kiwi bird lays eggs 20% the size of their body. With the egg being
20%,
so bloody
not
large,
40%.
it rearranges their internal organs and
Yeah, look at that thing,
stretches
dude.
their
That's
rib
insane.
cage just to be able to hold the thing.
For reference, that is like a human giving birth to a 15-kilo child.
Fucking
That's
30
not a bun in
pound-
the oven anymore.
30 pound
That's a
kid.
whole f***ing bakery.
It's
This
insane.
bird has... This wasp is basically a xenomorph.
Oh
Introducing
yeah.
the tarantula hawk
That's
wasp,
tarantula
possibly
hawk.
one of the most nightmare-inducing
Yeah,
insects
fuck
on the
this thing,
planet.
dude.
And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because it's
But
hunting
also,
and
but also, it is taking out one of the scariest looking spiders known to man. The reason they're called tarantula hawks is because they kill tarantulas.
reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to
Okay.
Australia, because of course
Yep.
it is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches. Which, I mean, boys,
Yep.
we would all agree, well above average, right? Huge. And this is
Fucking
probably the
massive.
most effective 2 inches has ever been, because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet, coming in just
Fucking
barely behind
Coyote
the
Peterson is so insane.
2.5 inch.
Would y'all like a fucking Coyote Peterson reaction? I've seen most of his videos, but that man is fucking insane.
Stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp
Yeah.
suggests, they are purpose-built genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate
the arachnophobia.
spiders. Like in Australia, basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley,
the
hawk wasp,
watch out, spider!
8 sets of
Watch
teeth
out!
on his feet.
No, not the
fucking
Tims!
Jump him. Flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbor Butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room.
Oh my god.
Which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant. And proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about...
I can see where this is going, and I'm worried.
3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very hungry larva.
No.
Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh fruit right here.
And the tarantula's still alive.
That food being
it can
still
feel everything.
Still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh.
Holy
After it's done
shit.
consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse
my god!
And fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.
Yeah, for real. Fuck that.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
What? Why?
Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal, a 600-kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to
I love
polite
the Smash
society.
music
but
here.
Despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones.
No, not the cone!
Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing,
He's so cute,
literally screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish, and has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle of them. However, hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not.
Wait, really?
This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car.
Are you...
She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story.
The fucking news.
Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause. But the funniest part of this is...
the seal, like, flopping away with the music is so good, dude.
Old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old. If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blubber.
Oh my
and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude.
They need to relocate Neil the Seal. Get him out. Fucking nuisance to society, dude.
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
Wait,
This
what?
is the Gimpy Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because of course,
wait. How is a plant venomous? Does it bite you? I'm confused. Wouldn't it just be poisonous?
Fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to sadly break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. with one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times.
Holy shit.
The part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal, so this spiteful of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung.
Why?
This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin
off your skin
anytime that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper. I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
Can we pour one out for my man? Imagine the pain. Holy shit.
Wombats defend themselves by throwing it back. But to understand how the fuck they actually do it, you're going to need to learn a little bit about them first. You see, Australia is home to 3 species of these bad boys, all of them equally adorable, and very
they're so
importantly,
cute.
all being burrowers, meaning they dig out a nice little hole for themselves.
Look at that big ass right there.
Because, like the rest of us, they can't afford a fucking house in this economy, man.
True.
They go to around 1.3 meters in length, but despite being small, they are built like fucking tanks. Weighing in at a chunky ass 35 kilos, but despite their weight,
bro, look how sharp its claws are.
They have a top speed of 40k an hour.
Look how fast I really am.
They can nearly get booked in a school zone, coupled with them being a tank-class marsupial, forms the start of their defense strategy. So you see, a fun fact about wombat anatomy is they spect all their defense points into their ass. Rather than having fat and muscle, a wombat's cheeks are made out of 4 thick plates of fused cartilage, making it extremely solid. And this Kevlar BBL allows for the fucking funniest defense mechanism I have ever seen on an animal. Basically, if a predator tracks down Mr. Wombat to his burrow...
This man's gotta stop using YouTubers that have been outed as being like... I mean, I agree with you, but it's like, come on, man.
It'll stick its head in and start trying to dig him out. In response, the Wombat will line his ass up with the tunnel door, chuck the gear shifter into reverse, and fucking floor it backwards up the tunnel into his aggressor, slamming his ass into his head. The impact then squashes the predator between his steel cheeks and the roof of the burrow, straight up crushing its skull like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
That's kind of cool.
I cannot make this shit up. Wombats defend. This spider can remove your limbs.
Why? God, we need to have a talk. Why did you put all the crazy shit in one area? Like, what the fuck?
But how? Introducing the brown recluse, native to
never mind. Not in Australia. Those are here.
States of America, and a prime example of don't judge a book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character customization, this little f***er is a level 500 rot build that gives Melania a run for her money.
Yep.
You see, a bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible.
Yeah, so I've actually had experience with a brown recluse bite. Let me tell you, not fun. It fucking sucks. It hurts really fucking bad. Happened on my foot. It blended in with the carpet. It was not fun, not good. It fucking hurt a lot.
With you accidentally stepping foot onto his private property, causing him to exercise his Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
But considering a spider can't really hold a gun, he's going to settle on biting your ass. Now, that initial bite's pretty painless. You smack him away.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt immediately.
There is just...
The thing is whenever I got bit by it, I thought it was a wolf spider because it looks so similar to a brown recluse. Like, they look almost similar unless you are looking directly at their back. It's just a brown spider, right? You just assume it's harmless because it didn't hurt immediately. Wrong.
Small problem.
Wrong.
Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to sting a little more. You feel sick. The wound swells, and the blood vessels around the bite burst, turning it a deep red.
And then it turns
over the next few days, that color shifts from red to purple to black. As the venom literally destroys and kills the surrounding tissue
literally
in
turns
a process
like
called necrosis.
This
causes the skin to literally rot and fall off of your body. And if you don't catch it in time, that rot's
that limb
spread.
Gone, my
lucky,
guy.
It'll only make you violently ill and leave permanent scarring. If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading, and venom starts to destroy your blood cells and shut your organs down. Now, there's kind of only one solution to that, but you weren't using that arm anyway, right?
Yeah, nah, you're good. Now, I got lucky. The part that it bit, we got it early, and we were able to just take a razor, and we cut that part off of my foot. So now there's a massive scar on my left foot where I got bit. So, you know, didn't lose my foot.
This isn't a spider. It's a snake. Introducing the Iranian spider-tailed horned viper. As the name suggests.
Can you see my foot? No. I don't want you fucking Look, listen. I already have people jacking off to me. I don't need people jacking off to my feet, okay?
Native to Iran, and you are all probably wondering why the f this snake has decided to attach a cosplay of the average Australian resident to his tail. The answer is food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others eat Remy, and the spider tail, not unlike myself, absolutely fucking loves KFC.
Dude.
Birds famously...
I'm gonna say might be an unpopular opinion. KFC fucking sucks. It just does. It's really shit. I don't like it. Popeyes is better. Fight me.
Tend to fly. And last I checked, note ropes don't have wings. So, how does this viper get his zinger box? The answer is, again, food. You see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail knows this. So, rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see, when a viper feels like a meal, it'll start the hunt by finding a nice rocky outcrop to curl up on like a couch.
Right.
Due to the camouflage on his scales,
it looks exactly the same.
Practically invisible. Once he's nice and cozy, he begins to slowly wiggle his tail back and forth in front of his face.
Oh my god!
Mimicking the motion of an insect.
Bro, I can't see the snake. Hold on.
Back and forth in front of his face.
I thought that was just a spider.
Perfectly mimicking the motion of an insect. Think of this as him placing his Uber Eats order.
That's crazy.
Meanwhile, up in the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when, holy shit, a free meal. What a delectable bug just sitting there on that rock. And so, Tweety Birdie swoops down to grab himself an insect Happy Meal. And just as he's about to reach his meal...
Hey, look, DoorDash arrived.
This isn't a spot. A gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight.
I beg to differ. I think the gorilla could win. I'm just saying. It depends on the 100 people, all right? How many of those 100 people are skilled in fighting, and or what tools do the people have available? If it's just by themselves, I think the gorilla has a fair shot. I'm just saying.
He gets jumped. But that begs the question, which animal does win? And the answer,
Hippo.
Stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos, I present to you the hippopotamus.
It's Moodang, baby, Moodang.
Hey, look, a hippo causing a 100-long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work Moodang has done for the hippopotamus community... doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it. You see, the hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest land animal on the fucking planet, packing an unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now, look, we all know 2 inches is a lot,
is.
especially in the sheets, but in the
Yeah.
streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically
Yep.
Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal.
Dude,
Notice
it
how
just
the
literally
hippopotamus
doesn't give a
does not
fuck.
give a single fuck.
If Mufasa and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you.
True.
However, don't let the fact that it's walking away fool you here.
I think
The
you have to
hippopotamus
use an
is
elephant
not
gun.
A
You
peaceful
can,
animal.
and even then,
They are, in fact,
my God.
violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will
Kill you.
bite you in half.
yep.
A hippo's jaw produces 2,000 psi.
Bro, have you ever seen a hippo eat a fucking watermelon? It crushes it with no effort. None whatsoever. Look at the top of that thing's mouth. Look at it. That thing is scary.
Of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass,
Oh,
you
yeah,
are the
see?
watermelon.
And
Look
as if
at
the
that, dude.
hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got 2 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing arm through. But honestly,
For real.
the bite doesn't even f***ing matter. It weighs 4.5 tons.
It could literally
and
step
can
on
run
you
at 30k
And kill you
an
that
hour.
way. It doesn't even need a light.
Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a f***ing bus. There is no way we are winning a fight against something
Yeah,
that
no
could
way.
probably take out 10 people just by rolling over. In summary,
Oh,
don't f-
man.
with the hungry hippo.
Yeah, just don't fuck with it, dude. And in summary, let me know in the comments if you think 100 of you or a hippo would win. Let me know.
Oh, I wanna believe in a heaven and a place where we don't have to feel this pain. If there is, then why do we hurt so much, and why do I wanna stay?